Happy Friday, Vikings, and welcome to our very gothic broadcast.
You may notice that this week's creative director was feeling a little emo.
Do you think they're tapping into the mood from all this rain we're getting?
Possibly. But whatever it is, NPTV is getting in touch with its deep feelings. So, let's start rolling. Would everyone please stand for a moment of silence? Now, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seniors, check your emails for the senior trip Google Forms that Mrs. McCutcheon sent out. We need to get a head count to see how many people are planning to attend the day trip, as well as how many are staying overnight.
The day of the senior trip counts as a regular day of school, so for attendance purposes, we'll need to know if and why you cannot attend. So everyone needs to fill out the form.
Vikings. Unfortunately, due to weather, Teen Power has been canceled for tomorrow night. Now we need to take a look at next week. On Tuesday, there will be a freshman student council meeting at 8:05 a.m. in room M15. Otherwise, there isn't much that day.
Moving on to Wednesday, we'll have a couple more events that day. Firstly, we will be on club schedule. And secondly, we will also have a full student council meeting at 7:15 in the auditorium.
And if you need a break from coming to school, and then Thursday is your day. There will be a staff development day, so no in-school classes. Instead, we will have e-learning.
No school is not the only thing to be excited about Thursday. BPA will have their Hacienda Give Back at the Pearl Drive location. Even if you can't make it, they get it. That's why gift cards will be available, which you can buy from Miss Schickle.
Next week's broadcast is NPTV's favorite. It's National Pet Day. We've made it a tradition here to feature some of our Vikings' cutest pets.
So it's time to submit your photos to be featured on the broadcast. Just email a picture of your pet to Miss McCutcheon, and be sure to include your pet's name in the email.
Now let's talk about this week's Senior Spotlight. This week we're featuring someone who was chosen because of his just all-around great student, Jackson Tucker. Jackson takes part in National Honor Society, We the People, and football.
He works at Nick's Bus Yard in Poseyville and volunteers at the Humane Society. He also takes part in a recreational softball league in Boonville.
A fun fact about Jackson is that he plays guitar and loves music.
When asked about his favorite teacher, Jackson responded with Mr. Teal.
Jackson is very proud of his football career. He stated that he has been surrounded by some of the best coaches, teammates, and fans in the state. The lessons, friendships, and support are unmatched here. He is truly thankful to the North Posey football program for shaping him into who he is.
After high school, he plans on attending the University of Evansville to study mechanical engineering.
Good luck, Jackson.
We wish you the best in the future. Now sending it over to sports.
Good morning, Vikings. I'm Braylon.
And I'm Britt. Welcome back to NPSN.
The last sports season of the year is starting, and it's going to be a great one to end on. You'll be watching many of these seniors for the last time as a Viking this spring, but not all of them are done playing their said sports.
That's right. We have several athletes playing in the next level.
We currently have a lot of former Viking athletes playing at the collegiate level, and a lot of our current seniors are going to reunite with their former teammates.
Axton Gamblin will be running routes at Wabash University and playing with two former Viking football players.
Surely practicing with Cage Christie and Cole Cullum once again had nothing to do with this decision.
Don't remind him of that. You might scare him out of Wabash. Speaking of, his signing is in the foyer right after school today. Everyone is welcome to watch.
Wabash got a hidden gem, and we might be watching him play on Sundays in 5 years.
Our other football player at the next level will be Jed Galvin, playing at Taylor University.
Jed broke too many records in his 4 years here, and we believe that there are many more that he can break. Our next collegiate athlete is an athlete by day, Broadway star by night, Troy Holtzmeyer.
Troy will be playing tennis at Oakland City. My prediction for him is that he doesn't go pro in 5 years. He'll be a high school teacher.
That seems to be the trend with Oakland City tennis players, as Mr. and Mrs. White are both former Mighty Oak tennis players.
To round it out for fall sports, our final fall sports commitment is going to IU Columbus to play goalkeeper. Congratulations, Zoe Bibas.
Zoe is a brick wall in front of the goal. Nothing goes past her. Her flashy ability to dash from one end of the frame to the other in what seems like less than a nanosecond is truly astronomical. IU Columbus's defense won't have to worry too much about letting attackers pass them because Zoe is protecting the goal.
Joining Axton at Wabash is Cade Beaker. Cade will be playing baseball for the Little Giants.
We also get to listen to Cade play on the radio, commentated by my former co-anchor, Cage. Why is Cage everywhere at Wabash? Will he ever walk out of my life? Will I go the rest of my life hearing his name?
Cage will always be a prominence to you, just as baseball has always been a prominence to Cade. He's one to watch this spring. Be sure to go to some baseball games as he showcases his talent.
Another baseball star with exquisite talent is Colby Angel. He will continue his journey on the diamond at Oakland City University.
Colby transferred here from Mount Vernon 4 years ago, and that was his best decision because everyone knows that Mount Vernon athletes don't play in college.
And he had the development from Coach Kirkman. That's something that Mount Vernon students will never have. The baseball team is going to be a lot of fun to watch this spring.
Our final commit for the class of 25 is Courtney Helford. She will be throwing for the track and field team at Oakland City.
Courtney can throw bombs. She's got a heck of an arm. Throwing is way harder than it looks, and Courtney has it down.
She just put pen to paper yesterday and is officially at Mighty Oak now. We are excited to hear about your future throwing for Oakland City.
Well, that's a wrap for your college athletes.
Wow, we have 7 college athletes in 5 different sports at 4 different schools.
Now wait just a minute. I'd like to take this time to announce my intramural soccer career at the University of Southern Indiana. I've been working hard for 12 years for this. I'll finally get to fulfill my dreams of playing soccer at the next level.
I have comments, but I think it's safe to go ahead and send it to the weather corner before I hurt someone's feelings.
What's up, Vikings? It's your WBS here back with the weather.
And I'm Paige with not that much energy.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a bit. At least the spring break weather was nice.
It was pretty nice. The warm temps really made it better. We did have that storm Sunday night, though.
For us, it was pretty underwhelming. There wasn't a lot of wind, but they got some hail near some parts on the county border.
The only prominent thing was the lightning, which was pretty in my opinion, but this about Sunday night.
Well, that's one way to look at it. But the Wednesday night storms were bad for us. In 2 hours, Posey County had 5 tornado warnings, with 2 of them being confirmed tornadoes. Even if it was just for a little bit, the first formed near Mars Elementary and went into Vanderburgh County soon after. We also had another tornado form between Grafton and Solitude. After 10 minutes, the tornado dissipated, but the tornado warning continued up to Cynthiana and into Gibson County. From that storm alone, we had wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour and already gotten 2.5 inches of rain. But over in Evansville, they had 2 tornado warnings. One being a confirmed tornado. It hit the western part, with some sources saying that multiple tornadoes touched down, actually, with wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour.
Well, in Hendricks, Oak Grove County, and Noble County, they had tornadoes come in in Hendricks. They said they had some bad damage and the EF2 tornado, which the winds up to 125 miles per hour. In Oak Grove, they had an EF1 tornado with 90 miles per hour, and up in Noble, they had EF1 tornado with the winds up to 100 miles per hour. We hope everyone recovers quickly. Now for Thursday. There was some thunderstorms, but mostly off and on rain. We got around an inch of rain. Seth, can you say that little line?
Speaking of temps.
Today, on Friday, we will have a rainy day with a high of 69 and a low of 65. On Saturday, the high will be 65 and a low of 46. Just to warn you, Saturday will be the rainiest of the days. We are expecting around 5 inches of rain just in one day.
On Sunday, we'll have a rainy day again with a high of 50 and a low of 34. And finally, on Monday, it will be a partly cloudy day with a high of 53 and a low of 30.
That's all for the weather, Vikings. Remember to check your weather apps for updates and changes.
Now I'll send it over to Brody with his official game review.
Good morning, Vikings, and welcome back to the Mushroom Kingdom. Wait, no, I mean Sarasa Land. Yes, Mario isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom for today's game. Super Mario... He's not in the Mushroom Kingdom for today's game, Super Mario Land. Now, Super Mario Land released on the original Game Boy as a launch title alongside Tetris, but that's a game I might cover in the future. But anyways, back on topic. Super Mario Land was Mario's first big handheld adventure, but compared to the other handheld Mario... But what is it compared to the other handheld Mario games? Well, it's not really any better than them, but that doesn't make it bad. Yes, it was challenging because of the lack of a backlight in the Game Boy, but I found the game quite fun, so I would rate this game a solid 6.5 out of 10 Power Stars for just how fun the game itself is. But now, onto this week's Top 5.
It's pizza time, Vikings.
In honor of National Deep Dish Pizza Day, which is tomorrow, we had some of our Vikings' favorite pizza places and types of pizza.
In fifth place, we have fruit pizza.
In fourth place, we have breakfast pizza.
In third place, we have deep dish pizza.
In second, we have meat lovers. That's a great kind of pizza.
Now, in first place, you all voted that the best type of pizza would be stuffed crust.
Now we are on to the best places to get pizza. In fifth place, we have Pizza Hut.
On fourth place spot, Frankie J's claims his prize. This local cultural landmark has become more than just a gas station. It's become embedded in the hearts of all the Vikings.
Our third place spot we have is Domino's.
Flipping its way into our second spot, we got Papa John's.
And on its way to claim our top spot, AZIP Pizza beat out all of the competition by a wide margin.
One amazing special mention to Chuck E. Cheese. No, it didn't win. In fact, it lost. So horribly, in fact, that it may be the first listing on any NPTV Top 5 to get 0 votes. So congratulations to Mr. Cheese himself.
Before we end our broadcast, we should highlight some of our own Viking pizza take. So have a lovely weekend, Vikings. NPTV signing off.
Wait, Eli, what is your favorite pizza option?
Probably Little Caesar's pepperoni pizza.
That's what's up.
I'm Brittany here with NPTV. We're asking Liberty what her favorite pizza topping is.
Pepperonis.